Hi again. Today we're going to be looking at Dulo Dulo. This is the Filipino palm stick. It's also used in Okinawan martial arts, the Yawara. But for the purpose of Filipino martial arts, it's called Dulo Dulo. And it can be done in a number of ways. For instance, Rick can have these. And it can be used to load the fist with a heavier weight, especially if it's kind of smaller, so that it gives you something to really grip onto. So when you're punching, you've got a good solid punch. But it has lots more uses other than that. And for self-defense, it's an ideal kind of tool to use. And we're going to look at a couple of options that we might have. We're going to look at it singularly first. So, over that, and Rick won't need his because we're looking at it from a self-defense aspect. We don't trip over this. Okay. So the ideal purpose of this, if Rick punches, I can just hopefully catch the fist with the point of the Dulo Dulo here, boom, into the bone of the hand. Punch it with the other fist, same thing, I can just hit it into the bone of the hand. This is assuming that you have the range. Remember, it's really important to keep that range. I don't want to be here. Here he's going to hit me, no matter what happens. I always want to be keeping a range where he's just outside of his reach to make contact with me. So if he throws out that hand, it's just outside of reach. That allows me to engage with his fist if it's coming in. It's also an excellent tool for working on the gunting series. So again, if Rick throws a cross, for example, I can parry and I can bring the Dulo Dulo down into the bicep area of the arm. That's going to hit the nerve in the arm, the brachial nerve, and deaden his arm. Even when it's hit like that, you can feel it going through. It's a very fine point here, so the PSI going through this is quite considerable. So if he throws this again, for instance, I can use the destruction technique through here, scoop this through, cover in, and I can just use this into the clavicle here. Again, it's going to be really painful. And we'll take him down one more time. One, coming up and slamming down into the shoulder area. I could go into the neck area, even worse. Clavicle is fine. Stay on the arm, work into the kidneys, the rib area here. So a really useful tool. I'll just show you that from the other angle. Here's the gunting into the brachial nerve, coming underneath. Shielding up. I can hammer an anvil down onto the arm here. This is going to double the consequence on the arm. I can move this into the hand. I can take it up into the clavicle. I can take it up into the side of the head. It doesn't really matter. As we always say, with a weapon, this doesn't care what it hits. Okay, it's going to hurt the other person. One more time. One, shield up, slam this down. Now, if he comes in with the other arm after the cross, if we're moving through here and he comes through, again, this is already shielding. If I'm in the shield position, I'm already shielded. And there's a good chance I might catch this as it comes through. If not, I can use it to scoop the arm, and now I can use the bottom of the fist to slam this into the rib cage underneath, take down onto the leg, come back up to the head. It really doesn't matter. Another classic off the jab cross. I can use it as a Waslick opener, and again, we have the destruction through to the brachial nerve. The shield can come back up again. I can slam this down into the arm, or I can come up into the groin, up into the bottom of the fist, and down again. Lots of possibilities with this little weapon. One of my favourites, if you do the jab cross for me again, I can work through here and come up, and now I make a kind of pincer action where I engage the Dulo Dulo into the left-hand side of the Adam's apple, and I squeeze from the opposite side. It's going to capture the flesh. That hurts. Yeah. That's very unpleasant. Okay, and I can. This has got quite a sharp point, so I'm a bit worried about it cutting into his flesh. But it works even with the dull-edged ones. One more time for that. 1, 2, straight up into the throat. Drive it down. Really is a useful equalizer in self-defense application. If Rick grabs my wrist, cross grab. Again, I just shield up, and if I put the pressure down with the Dulo Dulo, that's going to cause the center lock position. I can reinforce that by controlling the hand position, and there we have the center lock control. Again, very painful because of this PSI at the end is very small. If he does a regular grab, same thing, I can twist to the outside, and I have the lock on. Very, very quick, very, very effective. Double grab, if he grabs both, I can get a release through here and just use the Dulo Dulo as an impacting tool, or I can bring it up into the arm underneath here, take over, and we're into our usual stuff from here. Double grab again for me, Rick. Thank you. I can bring this arm over, control this one off, and take in for a fast finish. Let's suppose I lose my balance. He does his punches, I go here, I lose my balance somehow. I end up down on one knee. Again, I can slam this into the nerve in the lower leg. I can take it to the ankle area here. I've got the groin open to me. Even slamming it into the foot at the base of the ankle. Very, very painful. As a walk-through exercise, throw the 2 punches again for me. 1, 2. I can be hooking up. Run back for me. Hooking up here, and now I can slam this in to the base of the spine. In here, that's going to get him to lean backwards quite considerably. Or I can slam it into the back of the leg, and take him down, bring it back up. See, as he goes down, go down for me, Rick, slowly. You can see here, he's going to fall on this as he goes down. Finally, the controlling tool. Focus that cross for me again. 1, 2. If I'm moving out, I can use it to help me control my opponent here. It's like a 6 finger. Gives me a bit of grip on that edge there. So that's the use of the Dulo Dulo. Very useful impacting tool. It can be used to affect joint locking. It's also really useful for applying to the pressure points and using for destructions, and it can be used as a controlling device also. So that's the Dulo Dulo. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.